What are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1994 movie Dumb and Dumber. The movie is written by the Farrelly brothers and directed by Peter Farrelly, and this movie follows two friends, Harry and Lloyd, who are going on a cross-country road trip after Lloyd meets this woman named Mary Swanson, who he drives to the airport because he's a limo driver, and he sees that she leaves her suitcase in the airport, which was supposed to be meant to go to this mob guy, and Lloyd takes the suitcase, and the two of them are heading to Aspen, Colorado to meet her and give her her suitcase. Along the way, two people who are after the suitcase are following them and trying to kill them. They have all kinds of crazy little hijinks on the way and everything, but this is a absolutely hilarious comedy. It's a classic. It was one of the movies that made Jim Carrey a star. It came out in 1994, the year that Jim Carrey really kind of hit it big, when the first Ace Ventura movie came out and The Mask came out that year too, and I just absolutely love Dumb and Dumber. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's at least my top 5 favorite comedies of all time. It's probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie, and it's a great movie. All of the cast in here is great, but especially Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey. They both have really, really great chemistry together. They work so well together, and their jokes and stuff are absolutely hilarious. There are tons and tons of moments that are just, sometimes I have to pause it and stuff because of how hard I laugh every time I watch it. I have to pause it or rewind a little bit to catch up after laughing so hard. There are so many great moments. One of my favorite ones is when they're in the diner and Harry spills some salt, and Lloyd tells him he needs to throw some over his shoulder because of bad luck and stuff, and he throws the entire container over, and it hits a man named Seabass and everything. And that scene just always cracks me up. And then there's a scene when Harry's telling Mary a joke about breeding dogs, and he said that he's kind of become a dog expert, and that he once breeded a bulldog with a Shih Tzu, and he called it a bullshit. And then he starts laughing really hard. That scene always cracks me up. I think part of what makes it so funny, though, is his laugh, though. And I honestly don't know for sure, but I think that when they filmed that scene, Jeff Daniels probably really was laughing that hard when he filmed it. Like, I think he lost control of his laughter, and they just kept it in the movie. And if they didn't, then he just is really, really good at that. But there are tons of other great scenes and stuff where, like, you think these guys can't make dumber decisions as the movie goes on, and they do. And like after they have their big fight and everything, and Lloyd sells their van for a little motorbike, and Harry's like, just when I thought you couldn't be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself. That scene also cracks me up all the time. And then, of course, the ending of the movie too is hilarious. Like, they get this offer to go on a bus ride with a bunch of women in bikinis, and they point them towards a town and everything, and most guys would have taken advantage of that and taken advantage of the women too. So that was something that was kind of, it's funny, and at the same time it's also kind of cool, because that's not something you would see and everything. And especially nowadays, if they were to make a movie like that, they would have made it where they preyed on the women and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of a funny scene too. But I just absolutely love Dumb and Dumber, and it's a classic. It's a great movie. Everybody in the movie is good. All of the supporting cast is great, especially Lauren Holly, who plays Mary, and she's really good too. She has a good chemistry with both of them, because she has scenes with both actors. But I think her chemistry with Jeff Daniels was actually a little bit better. But she worked really well with both of them. And I also like how this is like a realistic movie too. Like they don't get the girl. They aren't really the type of people that would get a girl like that in real life and everything. And they kept it realistic and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool too. And while they're kind of silly and ignorant, they're also really relatable too in ways. And I just absolutely love Dumb and Dumber. I think it's a great movie. So I'd say I'd give Dumb and Dumber a 9.5 out of 10. It's one of my favorite comedies of all time, one of my favorite movies of all time. So let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
Mock, yeah, ing, yeah, bird, yeah, 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 mockingbird, don't everybody, have you heard? She's gonna buy me a mockingbird, and if that mockingbird don't sing,